What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day bringing you a pretty, a pretty little tiny everyday carry type whittler. This one right here, guys, is the Copper Creek Muskrat. Yeah, check that thing out. It's got a little copperhead on there, and it's got a little picture of a muskrat, which is the knife. So let's take a look at the closed length once it gets done being blurry. They have it listed at 3.875. The blade lengths, and I say because there's an S on the end there, and I'm not trying to be a snake sound, but the blade lengths are 2.875 each, giving you a nice two-blade system here. They are stainless. I believe it's a 440 stainless. They came sharp out of the box. These things are listed as everyday carries. They are slip joints. Trying to think of what else I can tell you about it. The handles are bone, and they're actually really nice bone. I brought you another one of these. I brought you a different version of this already, and I liked it so much that I got another one. And this one right here is pretty sweet. I really like it. The Copperhead Creek little blades are pretty decent. Look up the other blade. I did a video on it, so it's not too far away. But I gotta say that I like it. You got the stamped little inside the steel. It's not like a ink stamp. It's actually etched in the Copperhead Creek logo there. They got two nice little clip points on here. Everything just went dark on me. And I have to say that this is an attractive little knife. Now, it's not too often that you're going to use both at one time. And the good thing about this is you use one until it needs to be sharpened, and you always have a second one ready to go. I do like that. I really do. They have this thing, blade thickness at 0.63. All right, and so it's got a pretty nice heft to this little blade here. As far as how sharp is it, well, let's show you. These are shave sharp out of the box. I've done nothing to this edge, and there's, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's hairs all over there, not just dander. It is shave sharp out of the box, and it's just pretty. It's just, they make really pretty little knives. You can see the way this is positioned. It's made for just cutting and whittling and stuff like that. So if I had, a piece of cardboard or something, it's just, it's cardboard. But it's sharp. It goes through. If I want to, use it for even small game skinning, I would have no problem doing something like that. I would be able to remove meat off a carcass with this guy, whether it be some kind of animal, fish, anything like that, bird. It's gonna work, man. It's gonna work. This little guy right here. It's kind of hard when you have a little tiny knife to think about what you can say about it, because they pretty much speak for themselves. You all know what these are. If you're looking for a small whittler like this, a little everyday classic pocket carry, you already know what you're getting into. You just want to know does it work, and is it any good? And I have to say that this thing right here, it works and it's good. So let's just take off some little skin here. I'm going to show you the old cucumber. Look at this, man. It's just so smooth and so easy to shave with this thing. It's just immaculate. The way the blade goes through it, literally. I'm trying to be, I'm inside the house, so I'm trying not to get the stuff all over the place. Normally, I'd be doing this. This guy, a little thumb push right here, and I'll tell you what, it's a really comfortable knife to use. You got that nice cucumber look right there. Does it notch? We can hear that going into the wood. Yeah, I'd say this is going to notch fairly well. Of course it's going to notch. We can make the old Lincoln log notch here, get our square notch in. Let's see. And I'll tell you what, I used that other one, and the one that I already brought you guys, and I have to say that it's actually pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I've used it a few times, and I like it. This one, I think I like this one a little bit more. You know what I mean? I like just because I'm going to use the clip point more than anything on these, and just to have a backup one in case I dull is pretty good. It's pretty handy to have. So let's see here. Let's see if we can't split this. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Can I split the wood? Yeah, I can split the wood. I mean, that's pretty damn decent right there, if you ask me, for a little tiny knife. All right, so now let's get it out of there. Back it on out. Find the end of our split here. And let's see if we can't get through without banging on it. Because normally what I would do is I would just take another piece and, you know, I would baton with it. But since I'm inside and I want to see if we can do this. And oh my gosh, my brothers, look at this. Look at this. With this tiny little knife, went dark again. With this tiny little knife, you see what's happening. That is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty nice. I like that. I like that. Let's see if we can't get some feather sticks here, which I say if we can't, but I know we can, because this knife is cool, man. This knife is cool, man. Let's see. Once we start getting into the wood here, and oh yeah, it's just gonna do whatever I want it to. This knife is a task maker. You know what I mean? Dropping pieces all over the place. But I'll tell you what, works on stuff like this, works on good dry stuff. It's just a good overall little knife. As far as, you know, tip sharpness, as far as edge sharpness, it holds, man. It's pretty good stuff. The other one that I have, I haven't done anything to it yet. I've never touched the blade. I haven't done anything outside of just use it, and it's still pretty good. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna show you here. Okie dokie, I'm back again. So here it is. This is the Executive Whittler. This turned out to be a fantastic little knife. I really, really like it. Here's the one we're doing right now. I'll even open it up. Brand new. It's stiff. I gotta tell you that, but it will get better over time. But you can see the size difference in the main blades. And I think that's why I like this one better. It's just more versatile because of the size. However, it's only the size, and I mean the size and two. This one right here is actually a fantastic main blade. It's probably even the same length as the other one. I think it is. It's just thicker. So maybe the main blade right there is a little better, but then you have your two smaller blades, and as a little duo, as a pair of little whittlers, these are pretty good. I like I said, I bought this one first, and I ordered them pretty much at the same time, and I mean, it was like one after the other, and I really, really like this. And I thought, well, you know what? They have the two blades, so I'm going to get that one. And this turned out to be a really comfortable knife. Look at the video on this one. It might even be better than this video, and that's not a stretch because this video sucks. It's boring. But it's showing you exactly what you need to see if you're interested in a knife like this. This thing cuts. This thing goes through wood. I mean, you've seen this whole thing. Yeah, it's the first time I've done that with a little tiny knife on video to show you guys something, and I have to say that was impressive to me. The way it was able to just dig in, go through, drive through, and without being batoned, without being smacked on, it just handled itself. You know what I mean? And that's pretty good. So this video is going to be very short, as in it's pretty much over. I just wanted to show you this knife. I wanted to show you that it's pretty, it's sharp, it works well, it comes with family members, and it's just a good all-around knife. And this thing is so small that it slips into a pocket really easy. You know what I mean? It's not something that you have to worry about, you know, if you're walking through the mall and one of those big dangerous mall cops are going to see it and say, oh my God, he's got a big knife, and pretend to stop you. This thing hides really, really well. It's just such a simple little blade, right in the pocket. I mean, anywhere. I could probably put it right in my watch strap and walk around and nobody would ever know it's there. Just a good little knife. Again, that bone right there, man, it's so nice. It's just so nice. I have to say, fit and finish all around. This thing's really, really well put together. It does have brass liners, which I totally forgot to mention, and then the silver bolsters. I'm assuming nickel. It's really, really good. The pins are in well. They're set well. Well, what do you want? I'll tell you what, Copperhead Creek. They make a couple of good little knives. Good little knives. So, if you're interested in a new everyday carry type whittler, you have the Muskrat, which is something I can recommend, and the Executive Whittler, which is another one I can recommend. These two knives right here are turning me on to the brand. I know it's put out by Frost, and a lot of people shake their heads at that, but unless you've gone through all those products, like the Pro Ilias are fantastic, that you could get out of those same websites. These guys right here, these are good little knives. I mean, these, for what you would use these for, these knives right here will get the job done all day long. And the best part is, I think they're like sub 15. I wonder if I could pull one up and see. I don't freaking know. Let's see. I don't even know if I can find this one. Let's look. Yeah, I found it. Hey, look at that. That's not so. Okay, so this one, the Muskrat, is only $8.99. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. That's pretty cheap. $8.99, guys. That's an online price. I'm gonna look for the Executive Whittler, which is right there. And they've got a few knives that actually look pretty good. Same price, $8.99. So $8.99 and $8.99. That's not too shabby right there. And these are, I've seen, when I seen them, I seen 3 of these. And there was these 2, and then another one where it was like the Executive Whittler, except you had your main blade on one side, and then your little spear point on the other side. I wanted the 2 small blades on one side, and that's why I went with this one. But now that I'm looking, they actually have more. So I'm going to actually look a little farther into it, and I might end up getting a couple more of these because I really like them. These are good little knives. So for $8.99, and I don't know if that's the cheapest you can find them, these are pretty good. Copperhead Creek. You have the Muskrat. You have the Executive Whittler, even though this video is on the Muskrat. So let's get rid of that Executive Whittler so we don't confuse nobody. It's a little too late. It's worth the buy. I like it. For the price, you're going to have a knife that's going to last you a pretty long time. I'm pretty sure of that. Nice. Beep. I like it. I'm Donnie B all day. Whoop. Until next knife.